Hello, my name is Tyler Amadon. I'm the middle school principal here at Denver Christian School, and I'm going to explain to you our Carline system, our procedures. And the number one goal here is safety. So you can imagine we have 850 plus students, 100 plus staff members, and then any families, of course, that are on campus at the time. So we're up at 1,000 people. And so our number one goal is definitely safety. We have tried to make this as efficient as possible. And over the years, so last year we would get 800 plus people off this campus in about 20 minutes, maybe 25 at the most. And so we think, and there's a couple of changes this year. So we think the system from last year that we've carried over with a few changes are really going to make for a safe and efficient system. So here we go. So this is kind of an overview of our campus. Now we do have some overflow parking that is up the street from campus, up Mansfield towards Wadsworth, and I'll explain those details in a different slide. So this is a general overview, and then I'm going to kind of move pictures here. So the general overview is this: if you are so let's talk about the morning. If you are dropping off in the morning, and you have a 6th grader through 12th grader in your vehicle, you are going to enter near this pond, the north entrance. You're going to enter there, and you're going to follow the roads. And you'll go and you'll get near the building. There's a first turn in here. You don't turn in there. That's staff parking. That second one, you'll turn and you're going to drop your student off right at the edge of the building. Now, once the cars kind of stack up, which happens from time to time, then you can unload once you're underneath the building. But please pull forward as far as you can. Then you're going to, once everybody's out, you're going to go here. And in the morning, it's really not super crowded in the morning. Of course, depending on the day, there can be a little bit of traffic with Addenbrook. So obviously you can go straight, or you can turn right and go north on Teller. Okay. Again, so that's the morning drop-off. Morning drop-off for preschool and kindergarten through 5th grade. So let's talk about preschool. Preschool, you will, just for the record, you enter and exit out of this drive here, our main entrance, right, where Mansfield comes in and kind of tees right into campus. Preschool, you're going to come down here. You do not go in this parking lot here. You go down the main drive, you wait till it's clear, and you pull in. Okay, don't drive down the other side of the road to kind of cut through the line. Just let the K5 line do its thing, and then you'll kind of peel off and go in here, drop off, sign in, go right back out where you came. So you're not going under the building at all, preschool. K5, kindergarten through 5th. You enter the main entrance. You'll go down this drive. Obviously, you don't cut in here. This is where preschool is and things like that. So you're going to go past this median. You'll see this big, giant cement slab there with a beautiful fence around it now. That was an upgrade this year. Thank you, Mr. Lancer. And so you'll kind of come down here, and you pull forward pretty far. So you'll pull forward probably 3/4 of the way up here, and then you stop. And then, of course, the other cars come in behind and stop as appropriate. And then you exit and enter the building here for the students. Once you have your students safely out of your vehicle, you then follow, right? So you'll pass the 612 cars, and you're right back out to Teller. Your options are turn right or turn left. Okay, so that's the morning. We are not parking here in the morning. We're reserving that for our guests and our visitors. Okay. Okay, so now let's talk about the afternoon. This is where things get a little bit tricky. Okay. But not really, right? Our system is good, but there's more variables now in the afternoon. 6th through 12th grade, and there's a caveat to this, so just hang with me on this. You're going to enter the same way in the afternoon. You're going to go up and you're going to queue underneath the building. And so the line, typically, by the time 3:15 rolls around, the line is usually way back here. Okay? Elementary, you're going to go in here. You can't park along here, so don't like queue up out here. Your queue is likely going to be out Mansfield until, then you start pulling on campus, right? When Carline starts, you'll pull, that first vehicle will pull pretty far forward. So, and then you'll stack. And yes, the line does end up out on Mansfield. It just does, just because of volume. Okay? Okay, so let's just have a quick focus on elementary and preschool only. All right, so let me kind of get some of these lines out of the way. So again, you enter here, do your drop off and pick up, come through here. In the afternoon, highly recommend you turn right and go down to Jefferson. If you turn left, you're going to end up in all the traffic up here, and I would suggest that you don't do that. Go out to Jefferson. Jefferson will take you out to Wadsworth, and you can kind of do your thing there. Okay? So again, that's kind of a focused elementary view. The focused secondary, 612, again, you enter in the pond, come through here, both morning and afternoon, you exit here. In the morning, depending on your time, not a huge traffic jam here. In the afternoon, highly recommend you turn right. Okay? Guests and visitors, again, here. If you're going to walk your student in, let's say you have a meeting with a teacher, and so you're going to park and walk in. You're a guest, you're a visitor, right? So you can park here, walk in, check in with the lobby and things like that. All right? So let me throw the caveat into here with our secondary students. All right? Let me throw that in here. 8th grade and older. Okay, so 8th grade and older. Let me just give you a little layout here. Campus is over here on your right. You've got Teller. You've got Mansfield here. You've got Wadsworth. Okay. Okay. So 8th grade and older. Your car line's going to be up in here. Up in here is also all student drivers that are not seniors. Okay. Seniors are in the north lot. Seniors, you park in the north lot. The seniors are the only students that park on campus. Okay, all other student drivers are parking in our overflow lot. It's just a block up. Okay, it's not a long walk. You walk here and here, and you enter through the main entrance. Okay, so all non-seniors park up here. Pick up in the afternoon. Remember, on campus drop off for all students is in the morning is on campus. So this only applies to the afternoon. All right. 8th grade and older. So 8th grade students, along with their homeroom teachers, are going to walk up here in the afternoon. Okay, they're going to walk up here in the afternoon. So this car line probably isn't going to start moving until about 3:20, but that's okay. If the 8th grader has a 6th grade sibling or a 7th grade sibling, they can go with them. Okay, so there's one family that has actually a 6th grader, a 7th grader, and an 8th grader. There's a number of families that have an 8th grader and a 7th grader. I can think of a handful right now. So those non-elementary students that are connected to that 8th grader, yes, go up here. You're going to walk with the 8th grade teacher up here. The purpose of this, just a quick pause here, the purpose of this is to make it so as many cars as possible don't enter campus. That's when it gets crowded, okay? So 8th grade student and a high school student. So if a high school student is involved in a car line pickup, you're going up here. So freshmen, you don't drive yet, you don't have practice afterwards or a club afterwards, you are walking up here, you are being picked up here. The person picking you up is going to be in this queue. Okay, here's how this works. You're going to enter campus. If you come off of Wadsworth, Mansfield, there's a cutout here. You can kind of see that. You're going to go here at the end of this island. You're turning left, go all the way over. So skip this drive right here. Don't go in there. All the way down here. All the way across. And here's where you queue, right here. This is where the queue starts. This red line signifies our loading area. That's our loading area. The students, this island is giant. We're going to be here. We're going to be staged right here with our homeroom teachers. Okay, we're going to be staged right here. By the way, these vehicles are not here. This is just Google Earth and they were captured. So these vehicles aren't right here. All right, so the students are going to queue up here. When the students see their vehicle inside the parameters of this red line, they can go to that vehicle. Get in the vehicle. The vehicle's going to turn right again, turn right again. Don't end up down here in this mess. Turn right and go right back out to Wadsworth. Okay, I'm going to tell you a couple of options about getting north and south, mainly south, in just a second. So if you're turning north, turning right on Wadsworth, this is beautiful. You're going to end up in this lane. You're going to merge, and it's just a beautiful thing. Okay, so you're going to just go right onto there. I'll tell you a little secret on how to get south on Mansfield if this left turn lane is sort of prohibited. In other words, if it's just stacked, if it's too long. Okay, so at the end of the day, homeroom 8th grade homeroom teachers are going to walk the students. So we'll walk in the building along this sidewalk. They will have vests. Okay, they will safely navigate the students across this stop sign, up this sidewalk, safely navigate this up to this queue area right here. All right. You, driver, are going to come on here, turn left, go all the way down, left, all the way down, all the way down, come across, queue right here. So this line's going to end up here, but there's tons of room. These spaces, this length is huge. So I'm not worried about that. Okay, that's going to be a good thing. You load up, end up out here and go. Okay, so final thing with Carline. Okay, so I'm a driver out of here and I notice that this left turn lane is just so long and I'm worried about getting over 2 lanes. No problem. Here's the key. All right, let me kind of orient you to where we're at. So here's main campus. Okay, that's the main campus. This is where you're leaving, right? You're turning right here. This is the turn right point. You can go straight, right? What light turns green. If you can't get in the left turn lane, you can go through here. You're going around basically the back side of Southwest Community Church and basically on the back side of these houses. So you're not going in front of lawns and yards and things like that. You'll end up right back out at Wadsworth and you can turn right from there. So if you're turning left, fine, no problem. If you want to head south on Wadsworth, just go straight, come around and turn right and you're good to go there, right? So, and again, this is for afternoon only. Morning, all 6th through 12th grade are coming through here. All elementary are coming through here. Now, let me kind of back up for one quick second. Let's say that you are in the morning dropping off and you have a 6th through 12th grader. This is a detail I forgot. Sorry. If you have a 6th through 12th grader in your carpool, but you also have a 2nd grader. In the afternoon, we are not asking the 2nd graders to walk up here. We are not doing that. This is only if your youngest sibling, 8th grader and above, is in middle school with you. Okay? If you have a 2nd grader in your Carline, so I can think of an 8th grader last year who had 2 young siblings, like 1st and 2nd grade, maybe kindergarten and 1st, young. Those young siblings made their way to this side. Okay, they made their way to the secondary side, the 612 side. And there's there's a lot of elementary students that hang out over here because they're connected to a middle schooler that's getting picked up here, or a high schooler that's getting picked up here. So if you have a sibling high school student, you're in this line, because we're not asking those young students to make that walk. Okay? K5 only in your car line, you're in the white. You're here. You're getting picked up here. K5 only. 612 picked up, elementary sibling or non-sibling, like that you carpool together, you are in this line. You are not going to the overflow. All right? Let your administrator know if you have any questions. You can email any of us, Mrs. Veenstra, Dr. K, me, Dr. Twynham. If you've got questions, please ask those questions before this thing gets going. Okay? Final caveat. Carline is slow at the beginning of the year as people learn the system, figure it out, see the little nuances and things like that. Be patient. Be patient. It's going to take a week, 2, 3, maybe, probably 2, to really understand the efficiencies and where everybody kind of just settles into a groove. So just be patient. So anyway, again, if you have any questions, let us know, and we'll do our best to answer them. Thanks. Bye.